Let's be honest, finding one soundbar that does everything perfectly has always felt impossible. Movies need that big cinematic impact, music needs clear detail, and games demand 360-degree immersive sound that pulls you into the action. But most soundbars force you to compromise. Great for explosions, weak for music, or amazing for music but terrible for dialogue. So today, we're testing something different. The Sonos Arc Ultra, a soundbar claiming to deliver true all-in-one home theater sound. The real question is simple: can one soundbar finally do it all? Before we start, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with someone upgrading their TV audio this year. And check the description below for the product link if you want to see the soundbar we're testing today, the Contender. So, let's talk about the Arc Ultra itself. Before we even get to the sound, you have to appreciate the design. Sonos has always been a master at making products you actually want in your living room. The Arc Ultra is the peak of that philosophy. Even pulling it out of the box is an experience. It feels dense, solid, and meticulously built. There are no creaks or cheap plastic, just a single, seamless, and beautifully sculpted unit. It's a long soundbar, meant to sit under TVs 55 inches or larger. Its gentle curve isn't just for looks, it's designed to help create a wider, more immersive soundstage. The entire front and top are covered in a precisely drilled grille that hides the complex speaker array inside. It's minimalist, almost to a fault. There are no flashy logos and just a single subtle status light. You've got a few touch controls on top for play, pause, and volume, but they're meant to disappear. The message is clear. This thing is meant to be heard, not seen, blending into your room instead of standing out. But under that sleek exterior is an absolute beast. The Arc Ultra packs a total of 14 Sonos-engineered drivers. We're talking 7 tweeters, 6 mid-woofs, and 1 new sound motion woofer. This isn't just about getting loud, it's about control. It creates a 9.1.4 channel setup, and the key to its Dolby Atmos magic is a pair of upward-firing tweeters. These are angled to bounce sound off your ceiling, creating height channels that make things like rain or helicopters feel like they're genuinely happening above you. This is how it creates that bubble of sound that Sonos promises. And in this scene, it absolutely delivers. Crucially, a big upgrade in this Ultra model is Sonos's new sound motion technology. Sonos claims this new woofer design delivers deeper, richer bass from a compact body, which is a critical claim for an all-in-one device. The biggest weakness of most standalone soundbars is weak bass, so you better believe we're going to be testing that thoroughly. On the back, the minimalism continues, and this is where you'll find the first potential deal breaker. You get a power port, an Ethernet port, and a single HDMI eARC port. That's it. No extra HDMI inputs, no optical port for older TVs. The idea is extreme simplicity. The soundbar connects to your TV's eARC port, and your TV passes all the audio from your other devices, like a game console or Blu-ray player. This works great if you have a modern TV with enough ports, but if you have an older TV or a complicated setup, this single port design could be a major limitation you need to be aware of. Setting it up is, in classic Sonos fashion, ridiculously simple. You plug it in, open the Sonos app, and it walks you through everything in about 5 minutes. The last and maybe most important step is TruePlay. This is Sonos's room tuning tech. Using the mic on an iOS device, you walk around your room while the soundbar plays a bunch of sci-fi sounds. It feels a little silly, but it's actually mapping the unique acoustics of your space, the size, furniture, even ceiling height, and tuning the soundbar to sound its best right where you have it. This isn't a gimmick, it makes a night and day difference, and is one of the secret weapons in the Sonos arsenal. The ultimate test, the movie test. Alright, setup is done, TruePlay is complete. Now for the main event. Can it deliver a real cinema experience? For our movie test, we needed something that would push every single one of those drivers. We need huge dynamic range, clear dialogue in the middle of chaos, and a masterful Dolby Atmos mix. For this, we chose Top Gun Maverick. We jumped right to the Canyon Run training sequence. The scene kicks off with the low rumble of the F-18 engines, and immediately that sound motion technology shows up. There's a weight and texture to the bass you just don't expect from a soundbar by itself. It's not the room-shaking rattle you get from a giant, dedicated subwoofer, but it's tight, controlled, and deeply satisfying. You can feel it in your chest. As the jets tear through the canyon, the soundscape just explodes. This is where the Arc Ultra's wide soundstage really shines. The engine noise doesn't just feel like it's coming from your TV, it extends far beyond the edges of the screen. As a jet pans from left to right, the sound moves with it flawlessly. But the real magic is the Dolby Atmos height effects. As the jets pull high G turns, you can clearly hear the engine whine and the rush of wind pan overhead. It doesn't sound like a gimmick, it sounds natural, like the sound is actually reflecting off the ceiling. When another jet screams past from behind the camera, the processing creates a surprisingly convincing surround effect that makes you want to look over your shoulder. This is that bubble of sound Sonos promises, and in this scene, it absolutely delivers. Crucially, through all this chaos, the dialogue stays perfectly clear and centered. Maverick's commands, the pilot's panicked breaths, every word is crisp. This is where lesser systems fall apart. The Arc Ultra's dedicated center channel ensures the human voice cuts right through the mayhem. We even toggled the speech enhancement feature in the app, which gives dialogue an extra boost of clarity without sounding artificial. We also tried a different kind of film, Dune. The desolate landscapes of Arrakis are filled with subtle sounds, like the whisper of wind and shifting sand. The Arc Ultra rendered these delicate details with incredible fidelity. Then, when the sandworm shows up, the soundbar unleashes a wave of low-frequency energy that is genuinely terrifying. The roar feels immense, giving the creature the sense of scale and power that the scene needs. For movies, the verdict is clear. The Sonos Arc Ultra is a phenomenal performer. It creates a vast, immersive, and detailed soundscape that truly elevates the experience. The Dolby Atmos is convincing, the dialogue is crystal clear, and the bass is surprisingly deep and impactful for a standalone bar. It may not replace a high-end system with a dedicated sub, but it gets astonishingly close. Hey, if you're finding this deep dive helpful on your own quest for the perfect audio setup, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We go this in-depth on all the latest home theater gear to help you make the right choice. Your support lets us keep making these detailed, independent reviews. Now, let's see if this thing can handle music. This is the test where most soundbars fall apart. A device built for explosions often struggles with the nuances of music. Music demands accurate stereo separation, a natural tone, and vocal clarity. It's not just about being loud, it's about being musical. So we threw it a diverse playlist. First up, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody. This track is a minefield for any audio system. From the opening harmonies, the Arc Ultra impressed. The voices were beautifully separated, and you could clearly pick out Freddie Mercury's lead. When the iconic guitar solo kicks in, it has bite and texture without sounding harsh. In the final rock section, the soundbar handles the chaos with incredible composure. The whole thing comes together as a cohesive, energetic performance. Next, we switch to something more modern and bass-heavy, like Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. This track is all about that deep synth bass line. This was a direct test of those sound motion woofers, and the bass drop was powerful and clean. It was tight and punchy, not a boomy rumble that muddies up her vocals, which remained front and center, full of texture. To test its delicate side, we played Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. Here, it's all about her voice and acoustic guitar. The Arc Ultra rendered it beautifully. The guitar strings had a crisp shimmer, and her voice was warm, present, and full of emotion. It created an intimate listening experience, proving it can do subtle just as well as it can do bombastic. Finally, we used the Sonos app to play a high-resolution Dolby Atmos music track called Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. This was a revelation. The song completely opened up. Synths swirled around the room, and backing vocals seemed to come from above. It was a completely different experience from the stereo version, transforming a great pop track into a truly immersive audio event. Dolby Atmos music is still growing, but the Arc Ultra makes a compelling case for it. The Sonos Arc Ultra is a genuinely terrific all-rounder for music. It delivers excellent stereo imaging, a natural tone, and surprisingly capable bass. While a dedicated 2-channel stereo system from a brand like KEF will still offer more nuance for a critical audiophile, the Arc Ultra is an enjoyable, engaging, and often thrilling music player. For most people wanting one system for everything, it doesn't feel like a compromise. The ultimate test, the gaming test. Modern games use complex 3D audio to create immersive worlds and give you a tactical edge. For gaming, a soundbar needs 2 things: zero lag, so the sound is perfectly in sync, and precise directional audio.
We connected a PlayStation 5 and fired up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. The first thing we checked was audio delay. There was none. The crack of a gunshot was perfectly synchronized with the muzzle flash. This low-latency performance is absolutely critical. But the real test was positional audio. In a tense match, hearing footsteps and knowing exactly where they are is the difference between winning and losing. Here, the Arc Ultra was a game changer. Footsteps weren't just left or right, you could tell if they were on the floor above you or just around the corner. A grenade exploding outside a building sounded correctly muffled and distant. A chopper flying overhead convincingly sounded like it was coming from the ceiling. This gives you a real competitive advantage. But it's not just for competition. We also played Horizon Forbidden West, and the world felt so much more alive. The rustle of leaves, the chatter of wildlife, the metallic shrieks of machines, all of it came together to create a rich, believable world. The roar of a thunderjaw was terrifying, and you could track its movement by sound alone. So, for gaming, it's a huge yes. The Sonos Arc Ultra is a fantastic choice for gamers, offering the low latency, high fidelity, and precise directional audio needed for both competitive and immersive games. The Dolby Atmos support isn't a gimmick, it's a powerful tool that enhances both gameplay and immersion. The reality check. We've pushed the Arc Ultra, and it has delivered impressive results. It's come closer to being a true all-in-one solution than almost any other standalone soundbar we've tested. But no product is perfect, and we need to talk about where it fits in the market. First, the pros. The biggest is its versatility. It delivers a high-end Dolby Atmos movie experience, is surprisingly musical, and gives you a competitive edge in games. The Sound Motion tech provides enough bass for most people, a huge win for a single bar. The design is beautiful, the setup is foolproof, and it's part of the Sonos ecosystem, so you can expand it later with a sub and rear speakers. Now for the cons. The first is the price. The Arc Ultra is a premium product, and that's a significant investment. The second major con is that single HDMI eARC port. If you're an enthusiast with a PS5, an Xbox Series X, and an Apple TV 4K, relying on your TV's inputs can be frustrating, especially if your TV is short on HDMI 2.1 ports. Competing soundbars like the Sony Bravia Theater Bar 9 or the Samsung HWQ990D often include extra inputs for more flexibility. This brings us to the competition. For a similar price, the Samsung HWQ990D gives you a complete package, a soundbar, a powerful wireless subwoofer, and 2 wireless rear speakers. Out of the box, it delivers a true 11.1.4 channel experience. If your top priority is that room-shaking movie rumble and true surround sound, the Samsung package offers incredible value. The trade-off is that it's a bulkier setup, and its music performance isn't generally considered as refined as the Sonos. Then you have contenders like the Sennheiser Ambio or offerings from KEF. The Ambio is another massive all-in-one soundbar known for its incredibly realistic 3D sound, but it's also significantly larger and more expensive. A system like the KEF LSX2 is aimed right at audiophiles who put music first, delivering a level of detail and precision that's arguably best in class, but it won't have the same cinematic punch without adding a sub. So, the Arc Ultra sits in an interesting spot. It may not have the absolute deepest bass of the Samsung package or the ultimate musical refinement of the KEF, but it performs at such a high level everywhere that it presents a uniquely compelling option. Conclusion. The verdict. So, we come back to our original question. Is the Arc Ultra the only soundbar you need? Well, it's not a simple yes or no. The better question is, who is this for? Yes, this is the only soundbar you need if you value simplicity and top-tier performance. If you want a clean setup with minimal wires and a single device that is fantastic for movies, music, and gaming without a lot of fuss, the Arc Ultra is arguably the best all-in-one out there. If you're already in the Sonos ecosystem, it's a no-brainer upgrade. However, you should probably look elsewhere if you're a home theater builder who wants the most bass and surround sound bang for your buck. In that case, the Samsung HWQ990D is almost impossible to beat on value. You simply get more hardware for your money. And you might want to consider alternatives if you're a hardcore gamer or AV enthusiast with lots of devices and a TV with limited ports. That single HDMI input could become a real bottleneck. Finally, if you're a purist audiophile for whom music is everything, you might prefer the specialized sound of a brand like Kef, even if it means sacrificing some cinematic power. The Sonos Arc Ultra set out to be the one device that could end the need for compromise. For a huge number of people, it succeeds brilliantly. It's a master of versatility, an elegant piece of tech, and a phenomenal performer that raises the bar for what a single soundbar can do. It might not be the perfect soundbar for absolutely everyone, but it's the closest anyone has come to creating the perfect all-in-one for almost everyone. So, is the Arc Ultra the one? For some, absolutely. But if you're now wondering how it stacks up directly against that full Samsung Q990D package, I've got you covered. Click on the video right here for a head-to-head battle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.